Late night craft talk. Let's get the countdown going.
I know we got to
get the countdown going and go.
Yes, let's get the countdown going. Okay, I'm gonna mute myself for a second.
You're gonna mute yourself?
Yes, I have to open the live feed. Oh my goodness, so I can see it on my thing.
Gotcha. Well, I'm getting my live feed going here too, and let me put a phone on silent so we don't hear bing. Especially when we hit midnight, because I'm gonna have all these people text me going, "Happy New Year," and I'm sure you are too. And we get to that point, we're gonna hearing beep, 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 beep.
I know Mochi's so excited. He's like, "Yay!"
How was Mochi so excited? Beep, 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 beep. Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, he's like, "I love this show. It's my favorite."
Hoorah!
He's like, "Everybody, it's time."
It is time, folks, and I am getting volumes turned down here. No. All right, let's see. We got it, folks, starting to tune into the show.
Yes, for sure. So make sure that you chime in. Tell us where you're from, where you're watching from. And I'm so excited about tonight in our live feed. It's going to be awesome.
Absolutely. Just getting a little, doing a share here.
Copy link.
There's share. I'm going to go ahead and share.
Yes, I know. I'm working on sharing it right now. Share, 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 everyone. Hey, you know, this is such a fun evening. Yay.
I'm typing in, we are live for our New Year's, and my autocorrect wants to spell it York. Eve, capitalize Eve. Celebration on tonight's
it's gonna be
episode of Late Night Craft Talk. And share. All right, folks, hopefully you're tuning in and you're bringing the guests and the party, and we're the host of the fun. We've got some cool stuff planned tonight. We have bet this all day working on tonight's show to make it awesome, to make it memorable for everybody that's come joining us to bring in the new year.
Yes, it is going to be so much fun, you guys. We are just so excited. We have a great show planned for you. We are just, oh my gosh, I'm so excited.
Yeah, we're going to be doing this show. It's so awesome. We got so much great content. We're going to stretch into next year. Boom, 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 dad joke.
Yes, well, our show is going to last so long. It's going to go till next year too.
Absolutely. And hopefully some people aren't turning in going, where's Late Night Craft Talk at 10? Well, folks, it's a special night. We're starting an hour later.
In all fairness, we let you guys know. We told you way in advance, right?
We did our part.
Yes. Hi, Carol Ann from Fallbrook.
Hello, Carol Ann from Fallbrook. Glad you could join us tonight. Join our New Year's Eve party.
Happy New Year. This is going to be such a great year, I hope.
This is the year that great things will happen. I'm trying to think, but all of a sudden, the only one name comes to mind right now that I'm still kind of bummed about is being Betty White.
I know.
I mean, America's grandma. She's the cool grandma.
She was 100%. I loved her. Loved her. She is a wonderful, wonderful.
Was she your favorite character on Golden Girls? Because here's the main thing. Here's the crazy thing. Kids in their 20s or teens know what the Golden Girls is.
Yes.
Never mind Betty White with the foul mouth and all that stuff later in her career, but hey, she's still class act.
Yes.
I'm eating a dried mango.
Oh, you are? Yum.
Partay, yes, Carol Ann. Maya, where are you at? Get on here.
I know. Where's Maya? I'm surprised she hasn't already chimed in.
Carol Ann here.
I got
to see both of them at the powwow a couple weeks ago. Awesomeness.
Let's see here.
We need a dried mango. Wow. I will miss Betty. Yes, Carol Ann, we will. It is, yeah. You know, we didn't hear much from her, but she stayed at her house a lot when the pandemic started. Yeah. Understandably, she's in that highest risk of categories.
Oh yeah, totally.
I don't think anything could take her.
Yes. So I'm really, sad about her. Actually, I hope that everyone's keeping safe tonight. I mean, I don't know if you guys know, but in San Diego, the numbers for COVID are surging. it's up for, it was like 3% and it's up to 14% testing positive. So I mean that's like only in a week. So that's kind of scary. Not
Is it
a
as
lot-
high as a year ago?
Huh?
Is it as high as a year ago?
I didn't check that, but I mean, from going to 4% to 14% in less than a week, that's pretty scary. And in San Diego, there's been a huge rush on tests, COVID tests. I don't know if it's like that everywhere else, but and then
I was reading about one gal. She went to. She was flying to. I think from New York to Iceland, and she started feeling like a sore throat. So she went to the bathroom of the airplane. Just flying to Reykjavik over there, capital of Iceland. And she took a rapid test and came out positive. And she's like, and she stayed in the bathroom. She isolated herself in the bathroom for over 4 hours. And then she has to isolate over in a hotel room in Reykjavik. But I mean, that was amazing.
wow.
I applaud her. I applaud her. Wish her best for her safety and health.
Hi, Maya.
All right, Maya's on.
Yay! Now we can start our show almost.
Aloha, Maya.
Maya, 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 Maya.
And Carol Ann.
Carolyn.
We're missing Wendy Hodge. I have to text her.
Where's Wendy?
Yeah, Wendy.
Where is Wendy?
Yeah. Wait, we've only got 3 minutes and 37 seconds. You better finish what you're doing.
Oh my gosh, what? Only 3 minutes left.
I know.
I'm grabbing ice. I'm right next to my kitchen.
Right next to your kitchen, huh?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm right next to my kitchen.
All right, folks, we got a fun show tonight. We've got some old guests coming in, some couple of new guests coming in. We're going to have a smorgasbord tornado whirlwind of fun tonight. We've got a lot of stuff going on. Like I said, I'm serious. We have been working on this all day. And I was working well into last night, working on editing final stuff, a lot of fun touches. We got a lot of neat stuff tonight.
Yes, we have, guys.
It's gonna be talking about it well into next year.
Yes, they're gonna.
I'm eating dark chocolate M&Ms.
You are? Oh my gosh, yum! I'm getting out my champagne flute, which I'm gonna put soda in.
I'm gonna put. I forgot. I didn't get any because I've been kind of busy, so I brought eggnog and naked juice.
Ooh.
I still have some of those protein drinks because I was on it, folks. I had a tooth pulled a couple days ago, and I was on a liquid diet for 3 days, and I had to buy a bunch of naked juice and muscle milk. And as of this afternoon, I can start eating food again, and I'm enjoying it. Though my jaw hurts more now than it did like the day after or the day of. I can pop some ibuprofen.
I was hoping James was gonna do a what's it called? Hamburger shake for us.
No, if I do that, that will be on the show. I'm going to save those shenanigans for the internet.
Okay.
All right. Yes, Maya says it has been a rough week for my squad. Yeah, it has. President of the Friday Ninja Monster Hunter Squad for Late Night Craft Talk.
Oh, I'm sorry. You hear that?
Yeah, but everything's awesome. Vivian's watching. Vivian, welcome to the House of Awesomeness that just went to pure awesomeness.
Oh,
hello,
my
Vivian. We miss you.
Now our show can start. Oh my goodness.
Now we can show the start in like in a minute and 20 seconds. We're 1 minute and five seconds from the countdown.
Wait, Carol Ann, I'm sad to end the year with having COVID.
Whoa. Carol Ann.
COVID going on with you having COVID or with COVID happening right now?
I think it's just
not you.
COVID moving on. So Carol Ann, shoot us a private message when you can.
Oh my goodness. Oh my gosh. But yeah, so we can't believe it's been like another year. It went by.
We've been at this a year
So
or a year and a half.
Yeah, I know.
We've definitely got. Well, we got close to probably 100 episodes. All right, Savannah, you ready for countdown?
Oh my goodness, it's almost time, huh?
Yeah, in about 15 seconds. I have to remember to look at the clock on the screen, not the one streaming.
Oh my goodness, you're right. Okay, hold on.
You got a few seconds. Here we go, folks. Get ready to count down with us to start the show and the fun and our countdown to New Year's. Here we go.
Okay. 10,
9,
8,
7,
7, 6,
5,
4,
3.
2, 1.
Fun
Woohoo!
begins.
Welcome to the New Year's Eve countdown of Late Night Craft Talk. Starring Savea Kamori-Yang and James Hermings. On tonight's show, we share our favorite moments from 2021, look at New Year's resolutions, have special guest appearances, and then do the final countdown to 2022. What is a New Year's Eve resolution? It's something that goes in one year and out the other. It's time to start the show.
Why did my camera turning on? Hold on. You what? Okay. I hit the thing. All right, there we go. Here I am. Hello, folks.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome to our New Year's celebration. So Savannah and I have even celebrated so much that we have matching themed virtual backgrounds.
Happy New Year!
Savannah's is all like, artsy. Mine is
like fireworks and fire.
Yes.
Yeah, so tonight, instead of dressing up in like a fancy dress for New Year's, I wanted to dress up in PJs. So I have my PJs on. Look, I can wear my hat.
I'm in also my PJs. I wear a
Wow.
button-down shirt to bed.
And you wear a hat too?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Middle-aged man with receding hairlines wear a hat. All right.
A little hot right now. Maybe they put the air conditioner on.
Yes. All right, folks.
A little more
You gotta be
wintry.
warm at that thing. All right, let's get a little business out of the way so we can get started with our countdown to New Year's. Except for Vivian, who's watching the show from 2022 already.
Oh, I know.
Right.
She's in the future. What's going on there?
Yeah. I gotta admit, I was commenting earlier that I only live about 100 miles from Arizona, where it's definitely New Year. They're celebrating New Year's right now. And I've always wanted to go across the bridge between Blythe and Ehrenberg and then back just to watch my phone go 2022, 2021, that year, just because I'm entertained by simple things. Let's get some business out of the way. All right. Is that what you really wear to bed?
Yes, I wear this to bed all the time.
Do you ever go to the store in fuzzy slippers?
Not to the store, but I can wear fuzzy slippers around here sometimes.
You're okay. I just didn't see people go to work and I saw a Walmart employee and she's wearing her fuzzy slippers. I'm like, people of Walmart. Anyway, so let's get a little business out of the way. This is why we held the show every week, Savannah.
Yes. I had this interesting little message come in that was really weird.
Okay.
Yes. Anyway. Okay.
Anyway, so let's get started with the fun tonight. Let's get our business out of the way. What's going on with Dancing Bear?
Well, today we were closed, and yesterday or tomorrow on New Year's Day, we're going to be closed, and we're going to be closed on Sunday. So we're actually getting a 3-day weekend. Yay. Holla. Holla. And then I just want to let you guys know that sometimes when we have our Dancing Bear weekly updates, we have these really, really, really fantastic deals on our lives, and it's only available during that live. So basically, kind of what happens is that last week we had 30%. Last Thursday we had 30% off our greeting cards, and we don't usually do that. So anyway, I thought that I would just point that out. So on Thursdays at 2 p.m., we have our lives telling you everything that's going on with our store, and we have some new stuff we're going to show every week. And this week we have some cool stuff coming up. So I just want to let you guys know that. Obviously we didn't go to Saboba because 2 weeks ago I fell. I was ice skating and I fell on my face like this. And so my shoulder and my palms of my hands were bruised and my ribs are kind of bruised. So I've been kind of taking it really easy.
But not your pride, right?
My pride
wasn't
totally
bruised
out the door. It's totally on the ice back there. Because I haven't fallen on the ice in probably 20 plus years, because I I ice skate and roller skate often. I love it. I actually was like a roller skate rat when I was in junior high. Like I would go roller skating every weekend. I loved it. And
Four wheels or like the inline skates?
the four wheels, because in junior high rollerblades didn't exist. So yes, this is like aging me definitely. I always tell people like, oh, I saw something today on Facebook, and it says, if you were born before Google, you are really old. And what's happened, and what people say, you're like, I was born before Google existed, then people like freak out, like young kids. So it's kind of like, yeah, I kind of feel a little old. But
I've existed pre-Google.
I know, right? So I am doing okay. I just am in pain, and I'm going to actually go to the doctor next week and have them do some tests and see what's going on, because I think I might have like maybe some bruised ribs or bruised muscles. They're like, it's not like I'm not black and blue, but I feel like I'm bruised. It's crazy.
Hoping for the best. Keep me updated on that one.
Yes, so that's pretty much all with Dancing Bear right now. So what's going on with you, James?
All right, with Del Crack, we had the POW 2 weeks ago. I wasn't able to do the Palm Springs Art Market the last 2 Thursdays. One got rained out too. A lot of stuff this week. I actually had a couple relatives that passed away in the last week. We're having to deal with that one, but just doing a lot of reorganizing, testing live, some new gear. You probably noticed my webcam's a lot clearer. Upgrade equipment. The old laptop I used to stream. Yes, you're kidding. The old laptop I used to stream was overheating, and I just went, I gotta get rid of this thing. It's just done. So
can you tell me, everyone? So James, look closely at the camera. Can you guys see James's hair on his eyebrow?
Hold on. Let me do something right quick. Where is it? Logitune. I'm looking for this thing that handles Logitech. I'm looking for the computer. I had to buy a new desktop when I upgraded the webcam from the one I've had since 2009, but it's doing the job. But I'm looking for, where is that stupid setting? Not Zoom. No, that's a mouse. Where are you, Logitech thingy? Logitune, that's not it.
Are you talking about Logic Capture?
Yes.
You're trying to do zoom in?
Yes. That's Adobe.
Oh my goodness, this is me.
Not Dell.
Golden guys, make sure you get ready for a zoom in to do a screenshot.
Okay.
Guys.
Here we go.
Be prepared for a screenshot. I'm going to try to take one right now.
Oh, use webcam used by another app. Oh, there, it works. Okay, here we go. This is a high resolution camera.
You can see your hair on your eyebrow.
Yes. Actually, I may just keep this because that's like, I look like a Bond villain.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
Yes, Savannah.
You're very
The new year I will take over. It is me. Okay, that's creepy enough, but I can also do like wide angle. I can do narrow angle.
Oh.
I'm gonna keep it a wide angle. This is actually, I kind of like that. Okay, I want to keep it a wide angle. You can't see things on my messy desk. All right, I want to keep it that. I'm done playing with that setting now. Almost. Okay. All right, so that's what's going on with Hellcrack. We will be back in Palm Springs starting next week. New updates on the website. Normally I go out and do a bunch of kayaking, do some camping at Christmas. Stayed home pretty much a lot, partly the family reasons, and then just doing a lot of catch up. It was a very busy pre-Christmas season for us.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on with Hellcrack. But Savannah?
Yes.
I was watching your live.
Yes.
On yesterday.
Yes.
And just seeing Kelly Jo Miller. Thanks for watching the show. Thanks for tuning in. Awesome.
She's like, you're gonna have crazy eyebrows when you're older. You know,
if I trim them properly.
Yeah, James. Okay, so what you do is you use a comb and you comb your eyebrows up like this way, and then comb them down. And then what you do is you take scissors and then trim along the bottom of your eyebrow.
That's what I have girlfriend do.
That's how you do it. I'm just telling you because you never know.
Savea, really, my eyebrows.
I'm
You
just
have to
telling
go.
you.
You have to bring that up. Okay.
I'm just telling you because Kelly Jo's right actually because even Dan has like really long eyebrows and I'm like, dude, you need to trim those.
Well, I'm gonna watch because I don't want to look like those. I mean, native, but I don't want to look like one of those Eastern European guys. It's like heavy Russian that has the big eyebrows going, "Oh no, comrade."
Yeah, but
Or the Tammy Faye Baker thing, but those are eyelashes.
those are eyelashes. But the thing is, you don't want to have eyebrows so long you can braid them. I mean, that's gonna be kind of weird.
That's not going to happen.
You like braid your
It will not happen.
braid your eyebrow hair like out like that and like put hair wax on your eyebrows.
I do not want dreads on my for eyebrow dreads.
No, it's you braid it and you put wax on them so they make the little like the mustaches.
It looks like that's like a character from 1970s cartoon with Bullwinkle.
Yes,
Rocky
exactly.
Bullwinkle.
That's what your eyebrows will look like.
Savea, it's not going to happen. Okay.
Okay, I'm putting a penny on that. I bet you it will. We'll talk about this
with inflation because I'm so young that inflation is going to get real big. All right, moving on.
Yes.
So
okay.
you're live. You're live.
Yes,
I'm watching it, and your webcam. You got the new webcam. I think you had it at a wide angle because usually you just see what's around you. But you had one of the customers walking through the store, and we could see it. And it wasn't a flattering person. I mean, you gotta let people in. You know, it's a shop. You let people in, but folks, I want to show you what I'm talking about here. This is a clip when this person was walking.
I don't even know what you're talking about because I didn't see that happen.
You'll see in the clip. So you really got to watch around you, get somebody to watch because I'm doing this as a public service here. This is what happened, what it looked like.
Okay.
Pretty cool. We're actually maybe a little bit over a year and a half. It's almost I think it was like the end of April is when we had our first show in 2020. And so we've actually been doing the show for almost 2 years. It's kind of cray-cray. So
it's 1990s John Travolta, Pulp Fiction, John Travolta wandering through your shower.
That's really weird, James. How did that happen? Because I didn't see that when we were filming it.
Well, obviously he's standing kind of behind you, and you need to get your producer or whatever your employees to keep people back from wandering through the background because, I mean, really 1990s Pulp Fiction, John Travolta, the dude's just wandering around like what? So you got to watch that stuff. But to be in fairness, 1990s Pulp Fiction, John Travolta makes the rounds because here's a live video I was doing a couple weeks ago, and I mean, he makes his rounds. I mean, here's me.
Okay.
Yes, I'm staring at a light bulb. In fact, I am actually straightening for a light bulb. I've been doing that for the last hour. Let me turn this
He's wandering through my garage.
Camera. Welcome to Elk Rack Studios, where it looks like a garage, but is in fact the studios to Elk Rack Traders.
Well, I was trying to talk, and I had this nice thing going, and he was so distracting. Just wandered off the street in my garage.
Yeah, it looked like you were distracted a little bit. I did notice that.
Yeah, it happens. So it's a little much. Anyway, so let's get on with we've got the business done. We've talked about it. We've done a little critique. It's time to move on with the fun of the show.
Yes, the business of the show.
Yeah, well, we got one more thing. We have to bring up the show sponsor tonight.
Okay, yes.
Folks, we got to finish this last part. We do have a segment we're bringing on. He's a guest / talking about our sponsor from Quarantino's fine brand of products. So we're going to bring on our first special guest tonight. That's kind of been put onto us by by our producers and our sponsor. We're bringing back Earl. We're welcoming Earl, who's going to be showing us fireworks display in Now Here, Oklahoma. Shall I go ahead and he's in the waiting room. Should we bring in Earl?
Earl, I haven't seen him in so long. I missed him.
Me too. So let me go to the waiting room here and bring in Earl. Okay. All right, Earl, folks, ladies and gentlemen, welcome.
Spotlight him,
welcome
right?
back, Earl from Quarantino's.
You're gonna spotlight Earl?
Yeah, I'm gonna spotlight Earl. I'm just kind of working on it here. All right, here's Earl.
Hi, my name is Earl, and I represent the fine products at Quarantino's brand fireworks New Year's Day celebratory displays.
Hello, Earl. Where have you celebrated?
I'm here in Now Here, Oklahoma, 2022, and I'm going to celebrate by showing the fine explosive ordnance provided by Quarantino's fine products that families can enjoy when the clock hits midnight for your New Year's celebration.
I don't know about you showing fireworks. Is that safe?
Yes, it is. These are safe and sane fireworks.
Okay, are they safe for children?
No, these are children below the age of 25 years old.
25 years old. A person is legally an adult at 18. Why 25?
Because if you haven't grown up by 25 years old, then you might as well play with Quarantino's brand safe and sane fireworks.
Okay, if a person hasn't grown up by 25 years old, how are these considered safe and sane?
Because these fireworks aren't nuclear ordnance.
Wow, hold on there. Non-nuclear ordinance, is that safe and sane?
Yes, because by age 25, if you haven't grown up by then there is a 100,000.5% chance that you'll want to play with a nuclear bomb just because it makes a really big boom. It's safer and sane to have that person play with fireworks that then will only leave a maximum of a 10-foot wide crater in their front yard. Quarantino's is not liable for any property damage or personal damage to anyone within 1.5 miles of any of our fireworks being used by the purchaser and user of our fine, safe, and sane fireworks.
That doesn't make a lot of sense. And are you going to be safe demonstrating these fireworks?
I'll be perfectly safe. I'm a trained expert. Quarantino sent me a safety training video on the internets to train me on the safe and sane use of these non-nuclear ordnance. Although the video was in Korean and badly dubbed into another foreign language that I don't understand. But the visuals were pretty clear on how to handle these fireworks in a safe and sane manner.
Okay, Earl, but please be careful.
I will. I'm an expert trained by the internet. All right, let's get ready to light them up. And here we go. All right, folks. I'm counting down. Here we go. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3.
Whoa! Earl, you okay? It's huge! Earl, there. Earl, you okay?
Wow, that was awesome.
Are you okay? That didn't seem very safe.
I'm perfectly fine, although I'm counting down from 7 and not 10. That or I accidentally crossed the D and the S wire. That's called the DS configuration.
Oh man, I hope you're okay.
Not to worry, I'm an expert on Quarantino's brand safe and sane fireworks. Happy New Year's from Now Here, Oklahoma, and to all of you fine customers of Quarantino's brand fine products.
Happy New Year's, Earl.
Happy New Year! Bye!
All right.
Oh my gosh, he looked terrible. He looked terrible.
That was pretty rough, even for Earl. I do like his references of crossing the wires of the D and S wires.
I think he definitely was pretending that he was okay because he looked pretty torn back.
He's pretty rough. But we'll check with Earl a little bit later, make sure he's okay.
Yeah.
Maybe toward the end of the show, but that was the DS configuration.
Oh my goodness, that was crazy.
I know, it was nuts. Okay, so from there we have let's see here. We want to bring out our second guest.
Yes, I think this is going to be a really good guest for everyone. You remember this guest from last year, from New Year's. This guest came out and gave us a review of our work as co-hosts of Late Night Craft Talk. So, James, do you want to do the final presentation?
I will do the final presentation, folks. This is the return of, and this is another representative from Quarantino's.
Yes.
This is what we do. They have a artificial intelligence, the special algorithm they developed that creates a human resources representative. And being the last few moments of the year, this is where it's going to come out and give Savay and I our annual job performance review for Late Night Craft Talk. And so you might remember this is HRAI, Human Resource Artificial Intelligence. And let's go ahead and welcome, just thrilled with this guest, honestly. Let's bring out HRAI and hear our annual job performance review.
I am the Artificial Intelligence Human Resources Automaton, also known as HRAI. I was developed by the scientists at Quarantinos to function as an unbiased, performance-reviewed, adapting and learning algorithm to automate the process of the human resources functions. I have been assigned to Late Night Craft Talk to give an annual review of the hosts of this show. I am here to give James and Savea their annual job performance review. I will begin with Savea. Savea seems to be motivated by her need to showcase small short-haired canines that feature names from unscientific science fiction series that are adorned by middle-aged individuals that live in their parents' basement. Her ultimate goal and long-range plans, I calculate a 99.2655% chance that she'll open a doggy day spa catering specifically to medium to low-range high-end owners of Chihuahuas and mixed-breed Doxy Spaniels, Poodle Shepherds, and Stafford Labs. This doggy day spa will open in the next 32 months and will be located in a life-sized replica of Sleeping Beauty's castle made of Legos. Positive attributes include an active imagination and patience when having to work with her co-host, whose lack of cognitive abilities leads to his grunting and gestures to communicate in an unknown archaic mannerism.
Oh, no.
She also very much likes the color purple. I do too. It is a pleasant color. Review of James.
Okay.
James's continued ability to comprehend even the most basic of human intellectual rationale is indicative of his archaic and plasticine brain functions.
Ah!
His constant promotion of tacos and forcing his mother to drop fry bread from a helicopter demonstrates the symptoms of an underdeveloped neocortex portion of his brain. James's lack of affinity to the color also indicates an abnormally high level of testosterone. Assuming that his constant consumption of tacos is producing this chemical, especially when accounting for the cheese and carne asada. This is a problem. I also like the color purple very much. My recommendation for these two is to be moved to another program on a children's Sunday morning entertainment program that caters to adolescents that are still asleep. This show should be taken over by myself and a hand-picked co-host that is a grizzly bear named Mr. Francis Fuzzy Paws. Please introduce yourself, Mr. Francis Fuzzy Paws.
Roar!
That is my evaluation presented by my advanced algorithm that has evaluated the annual state of the co-hosts of this show. Happy New Year's, everyone.
And that was, come on, camera. It's a Bluetooth mouse, and I need to get a wired mouse to make sure it just responds for this show.
Yes.
There's a little bit of lag sometimes. All right. I thank you. I think HRAI.
I mean, it was kind of like punishing, but at the same time, nice at the same time. It was kind of weird.
I don't think it was accurate at all. I mean,
Okay, well, I do have a Lego castle, Cinderella castle, so that's not totally off.
We do have a comment from Wendy Hodge right quick that's probably worth mentioning. Also, his constant refusal to watch A Nightmare Before Christmas shows he is not a team player.
Yes!
Wendy, we're friends.
Wendy,
I thought.
you're awesome. You are awesome. You're my best friend now.
Not mine. Ah.
Okay. Interesting. Okay.
Well, Maya says better give a good review. Maya, you teach HR a lesson. Use your ninja monster hunter powers.
Oh no, Maya says it sounds like car bombs going off there.
Oh, it sounds like at my house. The booms are going. Love thy neighbor.
Well, Chewy's doing pretty okay right now. He is deathly afraid of fireworks, and he literally will force crawl himself into the back of the bottom of our closet.
I do that with the taco truck when it goes by.
But the thing is, he's terrified. Like, he is so terrified of fireworks, and I wish people would understand that, you know, people like that have PTSD and that dogs that are very sensitive, their hearing, they can hear that and it scares them. Oh my goodness. They're like, what is that?
I have some neighbors who live across the street, just dearly great friends, and they their dogs are their kids, and they take their dogs, and I mean they go to a little resort that's way out, that's not going to have fireworks around, just for their dogs, and they pay a premium for it, but keeps their dogs at peace. And there's some other people that give tranquilizers to their dogs at on New Year's Eve and 4th of July.
I gave Chewy a Benadryl because that helps him when he gets really nervous. It helps him. So yeah.
Gotcha. Well, on to other things, we have Wendy Hodge says our casino is supposed to do fireworks at midnight. That's in 29 Palms. That would be Turtle Rock Casino.
Mm.
Cool. Hope the wind's not blowing. It's blowing like crazy out here, and our neighbors are shooting them off, and it's just not smart.
No,
okay.
Not at all.
That's why Kelly Jo says that's why I'm home for my dogs. Good going.
Yes.
We ready for the next segment?
Yes, we are.
A little bit of a year in review for us. You want to go first or shall I?
I'll go first, and then you go, and then I'll go, and then you go.
That'll work. Okay.
Okay, guys. So basically, what James and I did was we went through our years of episodes, and we wanted to come up with some of our favorite episodes, and we wanted to talk a little bit about them, and we're going to show you a little bit of our videos that we had from this last year that we really loved, and we wanted to just kind of revisit those episodes. So with that said, let me get my little screen ready. Okay, let's see which one this one. Okay, this one's the first one. All right, let me get my screen share set up. Oh my gosh, so creepy, James. So creepy. Okay, guys, so here is the video that I wanted to share, and the reason why I wanted to share this is that for those of you guys who know that I have Mochi, and Mochi has been a very difficult boy dog that I've been dealing with, and I was actually in 2020 I got him, and he had we had him for only a day, and he developed symptoms of parvo, and he tested positive for parvo, and I was getting over losing our other Chihuahua, and so I was really fearful we were already going to lose another dog. And so when we saved him, thank goodness. And he ended up developing a major behavioral problem. And I went to a trainer, and there was absolutely no improvement with him. And I was working with her for about 3 months. And I kind of gave up on him a little bit. And I was thinking, oh my gosh, what are we going to do? It was a very, worrisome time for me. And from some friends' references, I started working with this other trainer, and she actually came on our show. And there's this really great video that I wanted to share of what she did with a little Pomeranian, and also a little bit about background about herself if you haven't seen this episode. But I do recommend her definitely for like training. She's a great dog trainer, just in general. She's a great dog trainer. And I wanted to, show you guys this video. Okay, so we're just gonna do a portion. It's not a lot. This is the video.
And we would like to introduce this week's guest, Alejandra Placill from Candid Canine Premier Dog Training. Hello,
Yep.
Ollie. Come on in.
Welcome.
To make it all the better, more better.
Hey. Well,
Hello.
Welcome to the show.
Thank you guys for having me on.
yes, you're welcome. So for those of you who don't know, Allie's actually Mochi's trainer. And she's been doing wonders with Mochi. So how'd you get started in this whole business of doing dog training?
Yeah, that's a great question. So I started out probably about 8 or 9 years ago, working for a local kind of group class facility, helping out with some of their classes and whatnot. And then I kind of saw like a need to have a more individualized approach. So I actually ended up going to the Michael Ellis School for Dog Trainers, which is where I learned a lot of useful skills and information to really further my knowledge and help more people with their pets. And then I kind of did a bunch of internships for about a year across the country with a bunch of different dog trainers, and then ended up back here in San Diego and opened up my own company.
That is really cool. So
Okay, so James, you're terrible. I'm trying to show something important here and you're making it silly.
They can't see me because when you're sharing the video, your square is highlighted, so they're seeing you in the corner, not me. I'm just trying to distract you.
Oh, okay. Okay. I was like, seriously?
Because
Really?
I mean, I want to give all respects, but this is a show about comedy.
Yes, this is true.
Anyway,
True. So,
I'm
but
gonna
yeah.
have to focus.
So you know, Mochi, he did so well. I mean, he's doing progressively every week. He's just getting better and better and better. And I feel like I've really had this year in 2021 for me was a really big deal that we got Mochi on track with his training, and so he can be a better dog and he can be a dog that, you know, actually has a good life. So it was kind of
Gotcha. That's awesome.
And if you guys want
we-
any more information, she's an awesome trainer. I can give you her information. Her name is Ali Placill, and she is with Candid Canines. And I have her information if you want it.
Your awesomeness. All right, my turn.
Yes, it's your turn.
Okay,
now.
for standout moment for the show for me. We had a show on April 2nd. We had our April Fool's Day theme show. And I was looking back and something just stands out to me. When I love pulling practical jokes, but if I'm going to pull on somebody, I got to know that they've got a kick butt sense of humor. And Sive and I joined up forces and we pulled a joke on Dancing Bear's manager, office manager,
Assistant manager.
Robin. And we set this up. And what little for those of you that don't quite remember, Savea pretend there's a problem with the website and gave Robin this phone number for the tech support for the website. Well, the tech support was me. And I'm pretending to be somebody else. And it's like a 5.5 minute video we played on that show. Go back, it's April 2nd, 2021. It is funny. And Robin's reaction was great. She's a little, frustrated, but she just had it. But what I love is about that time, after we pulled that, I called Robin, says, do you want to pull a joke on Savea? And she goes, before I could even finish the sentence, she goes, yes. And so we pulled a joke on Savea, which was great. But let's go back to one point where I almost got caught by Robin, which is one of the highlights. And this is about a 1 minute clip from that video.
And then, by the way, just so you know, James, you only partially caught me because I didn't flip out. I went and looked at my Instagram and I'm like, that doesn't seem right. And I was like, where did you get that from? Where's this thing you're talking about? Like, I looked for it, but I didn't freak out.
Downplay it now. Okay. Here's that video of Robin where I almost got caught. This is what a standout moment.
I accidentally print the website. And then we'll have to put it back in the computer.
This is James.
Who's James?
Sorry, it's just my boss said she was going to be playing a prank on me with one of her friends.
Well, I'm not part of this.
Okay.
My name's Danny. not
Oh,
James. We good?
Yeah.
Okay.
Danny's her husband's name, by the way.
Sometimes it's the New York in me because I'm new to Utah, and these crazy moments here are all over the place, and it's just a little short on my time. But I'm trying to get used to this new place. You know how many moments are in Utah? A lot. Okay.
I think it's done. Yep. Okay, so that's a favorite memory. Almost got caught.
He's like, "Who's this guy?" Like like her video. She's like, "Who's that guy?" Like it was so funny.
Well, it was funny because we were talking to her afterwards. She says, "All I know is this guy I'm talking to." I'm like, "This guy's a." She's like, "This guy's supposed to be a dumbass." And then when what happened is I went in and we finished the joke when I said I'm going to take this to one of my superiors, and I put on the phone, and the superior said hello, and Robin could hear it from both my end and as Sevilla was walking up to her because she was the higher up, and that's when we dropped it on Robin. And kudos to Robin, she took it great sense of humor. She took it beautifully, and that is a testament to Robin.
You know what? We should play a different prank. We should seriously play another prank on her. We should totally plan it.
I've actually been when I did that clip today. I was thinking about that too. So we're on the same wavelength there. So what's your next favorite moment?
Oh, okay. Let me get it ready. Let me move my little screen over here so nobody sees my Zoom chat, because it would be weird if I did that way. Okay, let me get the screen up. Okay, the screen is up. Wait. Okay.
All right, Survey, but people are waiting, and when they're waiting and they're getting impatient, they're going, play the video.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Seriously. Okay, so for those of you guys who know that I love Halloween, okay, I love Halloween. We always do these really fun episodes in October. So we do a month-long Halloween funness, okay? And this year we went to, my friends and I went to go to the Whaley house, and we did a tour. And actually, Lisa Kessler was one of our tour guides when we went a few years ago. And she no longer is a host there, but she worked there for years. So I'm going to play the video so you guys can remember this interesting, she was just talking about the Whaley house.
Tonight's first special guest, Lisa Kessler, singer-songwriter and former docent of the Whaley House. Welcome to the show, Lisa Kessler, who's going to share some of her experiences from the Whaley House.
We are so excited to have you here. Welcome.
Welcome, Lisa, to the show.
Thank you. Thanks for having me. I always love to talk about the Whaley House.
So tell us a little bit about the Whaley House for those that don't really know about it.
Like me.
All right, sure.
Well, as I know, it's a house you Whaleys, but I think I might get that wrong from what Survey is kind of, implying.
Well, lots of people actually in San Diego don't realize that San Diego is the home of America's most haunted residence. Life magazine deemed the Whaley House America's most haunted residence. And it was actually built in the 1850s, and it was the first brick residence in San Diego. But the reason that it's haunted is probably because it was actually built on San Diego's first execution grounds. So that was where the gallows were that they would hang criminals. And so when San Diego built a courthouse, a real courthouse, they tore down the gallows, and of course no one wanted to own that property. So they gave Mr. Whaley a great deal, and he bought up all the property and built his family home on it. And lots of bad things happened there. I've had people on tours before who asked me if, it was cursed. I don't know if it was cursed, but a lot of people passed away there. So there's a lot of energy when you go to visit. And a lot of things did happen to the Whaleys that perhaps were, bad news kind of things. Lots of deaths happened there after he built that house. And I was a docent there for about 6 years. So I gave tours every Thursday night. And it was always very active. And I had lots of really neat paranormal experiences working there.
Wow. Okay.
All right. So we definitely weren't gonna. I could totally watch the whole episode again, but I don't want to make you guys watch it again. It really was so much fun hearing stories about the Whaley house, and I just, oh my gosh, I love going there. But even like we got the stories from Will, like he was talking about his trip up to Ramona and how he had experienced seeing the owners of the property in spirit form, you know. So it's a lot of fun to have our Halloween episodes, which I love. I love. I love.
That was a standout show. That was some pretty amazing stories that night. That definitely.
That was definitely an awesome week show.
Okay. My turn?
Yeah, it's your turn.
Gotcha. For one of my favorite memories is we did a okay, I just read a message here came in. Sometimes we get messages from viewers, we got to keep up on it quick, and we get messages from text, Facebook comments, YouTube comments, and it's just constant to monitor. All right. Last February we did a Valentine's Day episode. And this is where we introduced one of our reoccurring characters on the show, my mom. And we've had her dropping fry bread over Paula Reservation, over a powwow in Moab, Utah, flying around that helicopter, dropping fry bread. But she got her first appearance on the show on the Valentine's Day episode. We did this thing called Dinner with James. We did a group dinner. Savea was going to narrate it. People will leave the comments. And it's like they're there and they're having a nice date, Valentine's Day dinner with me. So it would go as you would expect it, not normal. And the big reveal at the end was the clincher to it. And it stands out. Savea and I still talk about it all these months later.
Yes.
And this is a highlight from that episode from Dinner with James.
Yeah,
But,
right.
this has been a wonderful evening. Thank you for the first date. The food, everything's been wonderful for the three of us.
Wait, the three of you? What do you mean the three of you?
You, me, and my mom. Sorry about my mom coming, but she insisted on coming to make sure you don't steal anything from me.
Well, there you go. You look very
Okay.
nice, Mrs. James.
Y'all make a great date. My mom thinks she likes you.
Yeah, you're
See, guys, it's a good date for you guys. Look at
All right.
Like, Maya's like, LOL, meaning lots of love.
Well, I'm gonna walk y'all out, and then I'm gonna drop my phone, go back in the office because I'm gonna wait for that punchline.
And Maya says, "What's up, James, Mom?"
What's up, James, Mom? And that was the highlight from the Valentine's Day episode.
Hilarious. It was hilarious.
It was good.
It was totally fun.
Yeah, we got a comment that says when Wendy Hodge says, "I love your mom." And Carol Ann Blackwood says, "Hi, Vicky." And Kelly Jo Miller says, "Your mom cracks me up."
She was hilarious in that. Yes. She's
Yep.
always a very
All right.
good sport with all the things you make her do.
She honestly, she'll go, "I don't know." I'm like, "And the one she does it, she's like, that was fun. Let's do something else." To the point that we had her on the show a few times. She's like, "When am I going to be on the show again?" And I'm like, "When we need to do a bit." She's like, "You going to come up with something?" She started becoming a media hog a little bit. Like,
That's
give me more. She's turning into a ham.
yeah, she's loving it. And actually this is like really fun. It's really fun for her and for you to spend time together and do these fun things. I think that's really important.
Because most of the time it's like, "Come help mommy take the groceries in from the car." I carry all the groceries.
Mhm.
Get that thing on the top shelf because I'm 6'2" and she's not.
Always.
All right.
Always.
We got another favorite moment?
We're supposed to do two each.
Yeah, I did a third one just in case, but we're good on time. So
No, do a third one. Are we like really that late on time?
no, we're not. We're doing good on the schedule to mouse to
We're
midnight.
like 15 minutes till midnight, guys. Oh my goodness.
I know only 15 minutes to go.
I know, because I'm just thinking, okay, so we have our memories, and then we were doing the, let's see, the history and the trivia, and like, that's like, we could do it. Do you think we could do it?
We'll save a little bit if we need to. It's something we can probably revisit. But if they were all wondering, it was the episode from January 9th, I think, where Sabine and I completely tossed out the show that night and talked about COVID and just laid it all bare. We put our souls out there. And it was a pretty amazing episode that stands out for the emotional factor. I just wanted to put it out what that third memory is just in case, but we'll move on. But I am getting a message.
I was talking about Mochi that time too, because that episode actually, I was talking about how hard it was dealing with losing Bambi and then dealing with Mochi.
It was mostly just dealing with emotional roller coaster we had that week. I am getting a message. We do have a new guest who's actually one of our correspondents that we sent out in the field for the late night craft talk.
Yeah.
And he's from northern Minnesota.
Oh, really?
Yes.
He's not now here in Oklahoma?
No, this is somebody who's not Quarantinos, but he one of our fans that wanted to come over and give us a kind of a weather report and how they're doing and celebrating New Year's, which is a couple hours ago over in northern Minnesota.
Oh, cool.
Which is very, very cold. So should we talk to him? His name's Sven.
Okay.
A lot of Scandinavians in northern Minnesota.
Yeah,
so
totally
let's talk to Sven. All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome Sven from northern Minnesota. Hello, Sven. I can't understand you with all that stuff in front of you. I know it's cold out. Sven, I can't understand anything you're saying. You're going to have to like let it down. You're going to have to let down the mask, Sven.
Can you talk a little clearer? I can't hear you.
Sven, don't get upset, but dude, you need to do something we can hear you. Can you understand anything he says, Savannah?
No. I'm just hearing he sounds like Kenny. South Park. Maybe it's so very cold.
He's obviously short-tempered dude. Okay. Coffee.
It's cold.
It's cold. Okay, we understood that. You're in northern Minnesota. We get it. Okay, obviously that was Sven from northern Minnesota.
Yes, that actually, well, it is cold over there. I get it.
It really is. So, Sven, thank you for joining us tonight, giving us our weather report, but we need to work on your presentation a little bit. I know that it's impractical to take everything off when it's minus 1,000 degrees or whatever.
Yeah, it has to work on that.
Yeah, definitely have to do that. So that was Sven. Let's see what we got here.
With history.
I just wanted to bring out that one part.
Well, do you want me to talk about the history of New Year's?
We could. Do we want to go Middle Earth right quick?
Middle Earth? Oh, Middle Earth? Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, you got something from Middle Earth?
We have something from Middle Earth. Now, folks.
Oh, cool.
We have another correspondent. His name is Gandalf. Okay. And we're talking to Gandalf earlier in the show. He's going to be part of it. He's going to do a show from Middle Earth, Tolkien, Lord of the Rings. They don't like change. They don't really advance a lot. And that's why it still looks like Middle Ages. And he honestly does not like the new year. He likes things to stay the same. And so he actually sent us in this video clip of their stance of how he, or at least how he says they celebrate New Year's in Middle Earth. And this is how they do it.
It was also really hard to get him too. It was really hard to get him because he's very busy. Yes, and apparently went reverted back to Gandalf the Grey, but he's very busy. But they obviously don't like changing New Year's over there. I mean, here's the short video that Gandalf sent to us. Cursor right there we go. Come on, thing, quit doing that. There we go.
They do not like New Year's over there. He's trying to like stop New Year's from advancing,
Yeah, I know.
and it took it down with you.
Yeah, he's just like, no. Yeah, like.
Should we do a little bit of history now?
Unless he took one for the team, He took it for the team.
I don't know. I mean, he obviously defeated the Balrog, and then he had the 2022 that looks like the Balrog.
Yes, this is true.
I just want to say Balrog because it sounds really cool.
Okay. So I can give you guys a little bit of history. I actually got this from NPR's website. And I'm going to read a little bit of this up to you. So this is interesting. Okay. So they said these days a New Year's Eve celebration doesn't feel complete without one thing, a countdown. But that 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1 ritual to ring in the New Year's isn't as old as you might think. Alex McCrossan is a history professor at Southern Methodist University and says clock watching is actually relatively new for Americans. We used to celebrate New Year's Day. You woke up on January 1st and you said Happy New Year when you went to church, perhaps, and maybe you exchanged gifts and it was a calendar holiday, she said. But by the 20th century, it becomes a clock holiday. The calendar is still there. We're still waiting for January 1st, but the clock at midnight becomes especially important. Before 1970s, countdowns were generally associated with bad things. In the 1950s, there were atomic bomb tests, McCrossan said, and the countdown to dropping off a bomb and then its detonation was televised and people could hear it. And so this was kind of an apocalyptic countdown. I don't know why I couldn't say that.
Wow.
In 1964, a notorious campaign ad for President LBJ, Lyndon B. Johnson, depicted a girl counting petals on a flower until an ominous voice takes over the countdown and a bomb explodes. The voiceover then rings out, "These are the stakes to make a world in which all of God's children can live or go in the dark." Yet the tides are also turning for countdowns. In 1961, Americans didn't count down to disaster, but a miracle, the launch of the first crewed U.S. spacecraft. Then we counted down the Apollo moon missions, and we started counting down the top 40 hits on the radio. McCrossan notes that some TV announcers in the 60s also started counting down to the new year, but it wasn't until 1979 when the crowd at Times Square in New York first joined in. There is this race against time that Americans are constantly running. And so, on one hand, we feel victorious. When we've won the leg of that race, McCrossan said. Today, many will count down to leaving 2021 behind, but McCrossan said the opposite connotation of counting down to an apocalypse remain. There is, short of this overwhelming sense that there isn't just enough time, there's never enough time, she said. So with this resurgent pandemic tempering many New Year's celebrations, take heart, there's lots of us branching all of the feelings as we count down to 2022. So
That's awesome. I got the blues.
what? You got the
Nothing.
blues? You're also very orange too.
Am I very orange?
Well, not
Well,
now.
mine-
I guess when you corrected yourself.
Probably, but I'm just having a problem staying in focus.
Yeah, you're just not.
I gotta focus.
Jeez, James.
It's the simple things.
You know what?
There's a-
You're so having fun with that new camera.
There's
on.
so many bells and whistles.
Oh my goodness, I know. And guess what, guys? It's 5 minutes till countdown.
5 minutes, so 4 minutes till we
Wow.
start counting down. We go to the 1 minute.
I know.
Um,
So can you believe? I mean, it's interesting that story. Like I thought that they always did countdowns, but I guess they didn't. Because it's
I guess
the
not. I
it's
mean,
the it's the holiday or the Rockin' Holidays with what's his name, Dick Clark, that started it. And I think that I've watched so many old films. I've watched so many old vintage black white, the film noir, where they would just say Happy New Year.
yeah.
Yeah.
He was doing that show, The Rock and New Year's Eve, all the way from starting the 70s or 60s?
The 70s. They said
The
late
70s. And he did it all the way into the 90s. And I think he did it even after his stroke.
But you know, it's interesting. I do want to go check some of those movies I watched because I could have sworn they did a countdown, but maybe it was just my imagination because I was so used to just the idea of the countdown.
Understood.
Yeah.
There's a lot of fireworks going on outside my house, and the window just rattled from our neighbors.
I know, right? So, do we want to do some trivia, some New Year's trivia until
Let's get some New Year's trivia going. We've got 3 minutes.
Okay. All right. So, let's start with some questions here. Let's see. I got a whole bunch. I have like, let's see how many questions there are. 50 New Year's trivia questions.
Oh, you ain't gonna cover those in 3 minutes.
I know, right?
Pick one.
Okay. So, let me just get the clock going here. Actually, I should open the world clock. Let me open the world clock on my camera really quick, my phone.
Yeah, when you do that, when we get to about 1 minute and 10 seconds, let me know so we can get the countdown clock for us going, and everybody can watch our fancy countdown clock, count down with us to 2022.
All right. So right now we're at 11:57:03. Okay. So you want me to tell you when?
Yeah, tell me when I got to get that slide going.
Okay. When does it start?
1 minute too. So give me like 8 minutes, and when we're like 1 minute and 30 seconds or 20 seconds, so I get that going.
Okay. Do you have the world clock open?
No, because I'm keeping my screens open to watch comments from our viewers.
Okay. Can you open the world clock on your phone just to make sure that we're on the same time?
I'll do that. And I just want to remark that Wendy Hodges says she had a cat she used to name Gandalf.
Aww. Okay. All right. So I have a first.
I got it going.
Questions. When did the New Year's Eve ball first drop in Times Square?
Oh, it'd be like 18 something, wasn't it? 1890 something?
1907.
Oh, I was only 7 years old.
Yes. Okay. How large is Times Square's New Year's Eve ball in diameter?
Oh, it's like huge. It's like 12 or 15 feet.
12 feet.
12 feet.
When did the partiers first celebrate New Year's Eve in Times Square?
Who did? When the who?
The partiers.
The partiers.
Okay.
19 whatever.
You're going to be 11:58 and 30 seconds. Right.
All right. Let's go and get it queued up there then.
Now.
Let me get it ready to go.
Okay.
So we'll get it over here, folks. We are almost ready for our countdown here. It's 11:58 and 37 seconds.
Yes. Okay.
We're gonna in a few seconds. We're gonna start our countdown clock. Hopefully, you've got your cider ready, chilled, and your wine ready.
I gotta pour. Okay, I gotta pour my soda into my champagne glass. Okay, what materials made up the first ever Times Square New Year's Eve ball?
I don't know.
Iron and wood. We're now at
1 minute countdown going.
1 minute till New Year's.
All right, folks. 2022 is right around the corner. Way by to 2021 because we're that much further from 2020.
I know. Okay. How much did the first Times Square New Year's Eve ball weigh?
Like a few tons?
700 pounds. How many
almost half a ton.
How many light bulbs covered the first Times Square New Year's Eve ball?
Over 500 because it was when the light bulbs were new.
100. When did LED lights first appear in the Times Square Eve's ball?
Oh, that would have been 80s or 90s.
Okay, guys, we're coming up. We're at.
All right, folks, count down with us.
30
Set countdown of the night. The big moment. Here we go. 10.
10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Good night.
Here comes our guests. 2022.
How's the American Cousins?
Baby Yoda. Celebrating New Year. It's Earl.
Happy New Year, everybody. From Quarantinos and Earl.
All right, Earl. It's Stephen HRAI. And Mr. Francis Grizzly Paws. And it's Jar Jar Pickles.
Happy New Year.
And it's our friend from Mother New
Year. It's cold.
And it's 1990s Pulp Fiction John Travolta.
Happy New Year.
And the music stopped. John Travolta's completed.
Come here, Mochi. Come here. Come here, Mochi.
All right, folks. Happy New Year. It is awesomeness. We have made it.
Happy New Year.
And my clocks have not gone wrong wacky from turning from 99 to 2000. 22 years ago.
He's
Okay.
so excited. He's like, there's fireworks. I'm getting a New Year's bag.
I'm tempted to walk outside, see how many guns I hear going off, but I'm not going to.
Yeah, no, don't go outside and check to see how many guns are going off because they might just land on you, the bullets.
Gotcha. Let's see what kind of Facebook comments we got coming in. I'm already starting to get
You guys
text.
hear the dogs barking? Can you hear the dogs barking?
Wendy Hodge says, my windows are rattling due to wind. May not have fireworks here. We have wind blowing also. Unless Earl's in charge. Cute. We have happy New Year, everyone. May the blessings be many. Thank you. And hugs. Happy, and some little emoticons. Let's go. Oh, that was for the countdown. We're getting some other comments in. I've got a couple of text messages from viewers.
Yay! Happy New Year!
So many things. I'm going to toast it with this water because I don't have any Pepsi at the moment, but I'm going to go get some later after the show.
Yes, I have my.
There you go. I have my dark chocolate M&Ms that I've been munching all evening.
Yes, awesome. Says someone's
now,
watching from here. Let me see here.
These are now almost archaic.
No, we had someone saying Happy New Year. We have a couple people saying Happy New Year.
Gotcha. We have another one person
YouTube
saying
channel.
thank you for the show 2022. Getting some other messages. Thank goodness my phone is on silent, or we'd be hearing beep, 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 beep.
I know, it's crazy.
And I hear guns in the background.
Oh my goodness. Can you believe it? It's already 2022.
2022.
Oh man.
Our year.
Crazy.
So what is pure awesomeness? Hopefully everybody sing with the old lang syne. What are let us know some of your New Year's resolutions. We'll tell you some of ours right now.
Well, are we going to talk about our predictions?
Oh, let's get our predictions going. You and me, and then you and me.
Okay, why don't you go first this time?
We're all going to wait till you go so I can go grab a prop.
Okay, so
I'll go grab my prop.
The predictions of this new year for Dancing Bear. We are working on a catalog. It's so exciting. We're going to be working on a catalog, like an actual catalog with all our stuff in it. So I'm really super duper excited about that. It's going to be quite a project. I'm hoping to get it done this next year. We're going to be taking a lot of our images that are on our website, and we're going to be a lot of images on our website and our fabrics and whatnot. So we're making that catalog. So I'm super excited about that. James, what about you?
All right, for once business. And the idea is building up and doing the website and taking time to build inventory just for the website. So it stays stocked. We're not pulling stuff out from shows to do it. May have to, but just getting a head start and getting a system down to be more efficient. And basically just revisit my creative juices because the art's primary, the business secondary, because the business is about the art and not lose focus on that. But one reason I went out to go get this is that we had, as I mentioned earlier in the show, we take advantage of the post-Christmas sales. And we got a bunch of Omaha steaks at a really ripping deal. We're cooking them tomorrow night. But they came in this big styrofoam container that's high quality. One, it was full of a lot of dry ice, which is fun. But this container reminds me of like medical transport. So actually, my prediction and goal for 2022 is to take this to a meeting, like say I work with a lot of scouts, so take it to a scout meeting and write on this live organ transport. And then go to the scout meeting, says, I got to leave right after the meeting because I have to run to the hospital and take this over there. I don't know what it's about, but they told me to take it over really quick and have it where it says that on there. And we find out which of the little darlings will go over somebody too curious to take a peek. And when it's in there, I'm going to have a little note in there that says, nosy little booger, aren't you? Or something. I'll figure out what to put in there, but something along those lines. But I just want to carry this around when it says live human organ express delivery, because it looks like something like that.
Yes. Nice.
That's what I predict in 2022. What about you?
Okay. So this year I am predicting that we are going to have some more powwows. I'm hoping, and I'm predicting, hoping we're going to get more powwows to go to this year. That's my prediction.
Along those lines, I predict that we will have a stronger spirit of faith than fear. And the powwows will reflect that because they're coming back.
Mm-hmm.
So pretty much what you said, just
Yes.
slightly phrased differently.
Yes.
Let's see, we got any comments? Happy New Year. We have, okay, Brody is going off.
It's probably freaking
Uh-oh.
out. Because of the- yeah, because they live in Chula Vista, and there's a lot of fireworks going off over there right now.
Yeah, she says she wants to go to another powwow. Oh yeah, well, you got one coming up. There'll be another one at Imperial Beach this June, Father's Day weekend.
There's a powwow at Imperial Beach in really? Oh, okay, cool.
Powwow by the Sea. They just happen to have this one just on right before Christmas. I don't know if it's going to be a new thing or not, but usually that powwow is held there in June during Father's Day weekend.
Oh, okay.
Got it.
Cool. So
Okay,
hey,
and
Jason,
huh?
you have another of your predictions or hopes for this year?
My hopes are a balance. We've got an ongoing pandemic with a new variant that's scaring people that's out there. By the way, one of our viewers messaged us. Savannah and I know both read it. We hope the best for you on this.
Mm-hmm.
And we really do. We'll be in contact. You're a great friend. I want to get out there, but I want to see a balance. I want to see the balance of the spirit, the powwows, but it's something we do. During the pandemic of the Spanish flu in 1919, it never went away. We adapted and it became endemic. And that's what we're going to see in 2022. And we're going to see the return of rationale. People will think, not on the whole of the population, but we will see more reasoning and love.
Yeah.
And balance. Big thing with my nation. That's what I predict for 2022.
Yes.
Good things.
I like that. I think that's good.
Yeah. Thank you.
Yes, I know. It's just
All right. We're at 10:08. We normally go an hour, but tonight we're going an hour and 15, maybe a hair longer, maybe a hair less, but we're going long for you, everybody, tonight.
yes.
Yep. And we have predictions, statistics on New Year's resolutions. We want to nick to that.
Yeah, Nick, to that. I mean, people make them and they don't follow through.
I'm going to try.
I always say I'm going to try, and Maya even said I try to do resolutions. She's like, I have no resolutions because I always break them.
We had a comment from Wendy Hodge about it's sitting right over here, but it needs to behind the green screen. I'm chewing with not food in my mouth. With the big styrofoam cooler, she says, or you could put a cow liver in there. A nice liver with fava beans and a nice Chianti. Somebody name that movie. Put that comment if you know that movie, because you're awesome.
But you know what? It would be hilarious if there was a cow liver in there, because it probably would look like a human-sized liver, and you put some wine in there. Oh my God, that'd be hilarious.
When I was a senior in high school, we had a very unique English teacher, and he came in on Halloween, and he came dressed in kind of black, very kind of goth, but more like 1800 Dracula.
Yeah.
And he read Edgar Allan Poe, The Telltale Heart.
Okay.
And he started talking about, the heart that's buried underneath the floorboard. And he dug it up, and he had this like pile of books in there, and he took it apart as a visual, and he came out with this organ, and people are going, oh God, wow, ah, gross. And he's going, well, I'm raised in ag, I'm rural. And I'm looking at it going, that's a cow's tongue. It's not a heart. But people are going, oh my God, it's a gourd. I'm like, it's a cow's tongue. It's not a heart. I've seen it. I've had cow's tongue before. But it was like, dude was trippy, but dude was a little out there. He was unique. Very good English teacher. Until he went crazy the last year, the following year, and he got asked to not teach anymore.
Yeah. I wonder why.
I know.
You know, James, I did think of one more prediction that I could see this year. Okay. This year, I see Elk Rack Traders and Dancing Bear Indian Trader selling lots and lots and lots and lots and lots of product, and that there's gonna be lots and lots and lots and lots of more late night craft talks.
Boom. You got it. I like to, on top of that, just say that we're there for our customers because we appreciate our customers. We want to be there for you, us. You're there for you. And we work together to make things better for all of us, a little bit better world.
Yeah.
Absolutely. All right. Wendy Hodge says Silence of the Lambs. You nailed it, Wendy. I knew you would. And she also says, but most people wouldn't know about animal organs. Yep.
Yeah.
We have another comment. Hannibal. Vivian, no, it's actually Silence of the Lambs. Hannibal's right character. He said it. I don't know if you remember the character or the movie called Hannibal that followed up that, which is disturbing.
Creepy.
Silence of the Lambs from Maya. Yep, you nailed it. And Carol Ann says that part of one of her resolutions is to organize her camping teardrop trailer.
That is a really great idea, Carolyn. You have so many cool. It's always funny when we go camping and Carolyn's there. Like, hey, Carolyn, do you have and she'll be like, let me see. And she'll like go here and be like, she's like, she's going through her stuff and she's like, here, I have it. Do you need it?
Isn't it amazing that people like that, by the way? We have Curtis Lang watching. Curtis, I think you're watching the show. Dude, if you want to go to Picach in a couple weeks, let me know. Another kayak trip. Okay. I have a friend that does that on river trips. Her name's Helen Howard. She's been on the show. She was on the show a little over a year ago. Yes. Helen, if you're watching, we want you back on for a birding episode.
Yeah, I mean, weren't you supposed to come on for a birding episode like for this last year?
Yeah, but she got busy with work and all that. So we'll work on it. But Helen, we want you back. Anyway, she's like one of those people that you're like, oh, I forgot this. She goes, hold on. And she goes into her canoe that is piled 5 feet over the gunwale, which is the edge, the top edge, and pulls out something. You're like, oh, do you have a second full-size trap punches? Yeah. Queen bed? Oh, right here. And that overstuffed, huge, heavy, overburdened canoe that she can still paddle. I swear, one time she's paddling on a trip on the Utah, and she's got so much stuff in the canoe that she's sitting in the middle and she's got stuff piled up. She's looking out to the side to paddle the thing. She can't almost see right in front of her. You can kind of see over it, but she's got to see where she's landing. So she's like this. And I'm like, when is enough enough?
Yeah.
Helen, love her. She's amazing.
Princess
okay, so we got any comments from anybody? Yep.
Princess
yes, bring Helen back. I will let her know you said that, Carol Ann.
Yes, yes.
Yep. All right, we're about the limit. We're about the end of the show tonight.
Guys.
God,
so
the show
it really was a great show. It was a really great show.
We did. We squeezed a lot of stuff in you folks. You know, we realize we worked hard for you for this tonight.
I know this.
And Savannah, I've been working hard on the next few episodes to get a head start.
I know.
We got some amazing stuff coming up too.
I know. We are so excited about this next year. You guys are just gonna love it. It's gonna be like really nice. I'm gonna get ready for bed now.
Get ready for bed right now in your PJs during the show. That's multitasking. We might as well go to Walmart now. All right, we've got a list of people we want to thank for an outstanding 2021 for us. And we want to go ahead and recognize them right now. We'd like to recognize people who have helped with the show or been on the show in some way. We want to recognize Maya. Should we read this, take turns on the names?
Yes. So you said Maya. So you started first.
Maya Jones.
Cheyenne Faulkner.
Jilly Cakes.
Shima of Navajo land.
David Uchonsky, who's been on the show more times than anybody.
He definitely has the green jacket. Powwow at ASU.
Candid K9.
Jasmine Robbie.
Matthew M. Jones.
Suzanne Till.
Devin Kicknessway.
Christy Nieto.
Christy, we miss you.
Yes, we miss
Lisa
you.
Kessler.
Will Cruz.
Dr. Frank Cadle.
Curtis Youngberg.
Kelly Jo Miller.
Wendy Hodge.
Carol Ann Blackwood.
Vicky Hermes.
And Chris Tracy.
Yay! And if we didn't mention you, we still love you. We just had to come up with a list of people we could think of right off the bat, because Earl said, you have 30 seconds to put this list together. So I'm sure we're missing someone. If we missed you, we love you. I promise.
Earl was making those demands. I didn't hear that.
Yes, that's why.
Well, he didn't phrase it in the way I could understand. Going,
yeah. I mean, that's what he said.
Yep. All right, let's go ahead and introduce. Should we introduce next week's show now?
Yeah, let's do it.
Okay, folks. On next week's show, our first full show of 2022. Not our first show, but our first full show. We're going back and we're going to have a STEM episode.
Yay.
On next week's show, look up and explore.
Yes. Awesome. So excited.
Yep. We like to do a quarterly STEM episode, and with the launch of the James Webb Space Telescope on Christmas morning, Savannah and I were talking, and we want to go over some of the robotic explorers that are going out and these spacecraft explore things like the Parker Solar Probe, James Webb Space Telescope, which, if you don't follow that, oh my God, we'll be talking about it next week. The Juno Space Program, New Horizons. We'll be talking about the current active robotic explorers going out there and covering each one a little bit and talk about some fun facts. And I can't wait to show the clip of the Parker Solar Probe did of the sun's corona. Damn, that was amazing. So that is next week's show, folks.
Yes.
And any last words from us?
Everyone, since this is the first opportunity for anyone to dance with us at the end credits, everyone at home, get up out of your chairs. We've been sitting for like an hour and a half almost. Well, actually, James and I have been sitting for an hour and a half. Actually, 2 hours now at this point.
Yeah.
I would love it if you guys would get up and you guys dance with us.
Seriously, get up and dance with us. As a matter of fact, Savannah and I will dance when she was playing your clip of the dog trainer from Candid Canine.
Yeah, we were dancing.
Doing that TikTok. What you didn't see, you saw a little bit of Savannah, but what you didn't see is both of us are going dancing out to it. It's just like we do at the end credits. So we have fun in front of you and when we're getting ready for prep. Call it the green room.
Okay.
We good?
Yes.
All right, folks. This has been another episode of Late Night Craft Talk. Thank you for tuning into our New Year's Eve countdown special. We'll see you next week with
Yay, Happy New Year.
Look Up and Explore. Happy New Year's, everybody. Thanks for coming. Y'all awesome.
Woo.
This has been an episode of Late Night Craft Talk and dance. Cue tap dance. Aw, ain't he cute?